Hello, welcome to another Eagle 6 Airsoft video. We're going to be demonstrating this M40A5 TM sniper build. So this one, obviously they come in quite low FPS, and obviously we all know snipers obviously want the high FPS and the heavy ammo. So we've put a Laylax 400mm Tightbore barrel in, the Action Army Teflon cylinder set, the Action Army spring guide, the Action Army Sear set, which is 45-degree Sear set, a matching Action Army piston, so the 45-degree again, and the Action Army M40A5 spring in there, which does make the cock and action a little bit on the stiff side, but obviously we needed to do that in order to get the FPS up there. We also installed the Firefly sort of flat nub style, and we've combined that with an R-hop on the barrel. So we've got all that installed. It's shooting, really great at sort of 70 meters, nice and straight. Obviously when you put the crosshair down, it just goes sort of pretty much straight where you're exactly aiming, which is what the snipers are after. Obviously this was on 4.3s that we were testing, and you've got the ability to overhop further should you want to. So yeah, but we obviously tested and it's all going well, and it's probably going to be our default build, because really in terms of brand choice, there's not many others that are making parts for M40A5, unfortunately. So fitting the parts, it was a right pain in the ass. So it's just, yeah, when people say working on snipers it's easy, no, it takes a lot of fiddling and finesse, to get all the parts so they're actually moving correctly, locking consistently, so because the amount of times that was slam firing was ridiculous. Just when we initially installed the Sear, it wouldn't even move in there at all. So we had to sand back the sides of the Sear just to make it go up and down. So it's unbelievable. But I wish I could say it was just that particular brand. It's not. It's prolific when installing upgrade parts, which is why obviously it's not just plug and play for stuff nowadays. But yeah, we're just obviously happy that somebody makes some parts for this gun, which is really good, which means obviously we can get the FPS up on it, which will make it an actual usable, skirmishable gun. And obviously the build quality is really nice on the TM one. Obviously great position for the hop unit adjust, and obviously the stock quality is great with the, all these QD points. So hopefully it makes it a bit more of a viable option for people to choose this one. It is on the expensive side, and there are obviously cheaper companies out there in terms of snipers, but we like the TM one, and we're obviously trying to support it to make it a viable product. So but yeah, we'll just demonstrate it working. Obviously you want to brace it on yourself, because obviously quite a strong pull. You want to just do one cock all the way to the back so it latches, and then forward, and then home. Obviously if you sort of do half pulls, there's a chance of double feeding, so just be careful there. So FPS on this 150 spring was about 471 on 2s and 270 on 3.2s. It's the biggest spring I think that they did, and obviously you're going to have to bear in mind, the ability to pull. So I'm going to be honest, there's obviously still some work to do potentially. I mean, it's obviously a fantastic gun and great, and FPS isn't everything. So, but if we were truly to try and get that up there, I'd be interested on obviously ways and techniques of improving that FPS, but without actually changing the spring to being stronger, because like I say, it is pretty hard to pull at the moment. Obviously the M40 uses the shorter cylinder, obviously, so for that shorter pull, which is great, but that does mean obviously for that shorter pull the spring needs to be stronger. So if I was going to try and gain any more I'd like to get it from parts and stuff, but obviously we've got the full Action Army set in there, and FPS is kind of what it is, you know, when once you've installed those bits. But yeah, so still 270, you know, speed on 4.3 ammo is still a decent, you know, FPS, and it still looks like it's going really quick. And obviously when it hits, it's still a 4.3, you know, traveling at close to, you know, the equivalent of 470 feet per second. So yeah, it's definitely going to hit with some energy. So I mean, I'm sure I could do the maths on what the exact dual number is, but yeah, sometimes you draw the line between trying to eke out every tiny little bit and what is a sensible, working, perfectly great build, which hopefully somebody should get really, really great results from, and loads of kills, you know. So nice little head turner. So but yeah, enjoy, and we hope you get fantastic results. Thank you.